Week 2 OVFL action as the Kingston Grenadiers travel to Ottawa to battle the Cumberland Panthers. This game is brought to you by the House Edge Sports Network. Let's get it started. On the opening kickoff, the Grenadiers will try a Canadian-style onside kick, flopping it up in the wind and recovering it, giving them an opportunity to seize the game early on. That momentum was short-lived as the Grenadiers' drive would finish with Kadeem Pierre lowering the boom, forcing the Grenadiers to punt the football. After 3 and out by the Panthers, Dylan Fisher would be intercepted, highlight reel by Kadeem Pierre, giving the ball back to the Cumberland Panthers. After another 3 and out, the Kingston Grenadiers would make the Panthers pay as Dylan Fisher drops a dime to Jeremy "Don't Call Me Teddy" Pendergrass, who makes a couple moves, and he's in for a touchdown, 7-0 Kingston. Did I mention it was windy? The Grenadiers on the following kickoff booted up in the air and it comes back to them and they recover it, setting up this. Marcus Allen with the interception in the end zone. Huge play for the Cumberland Panthers. He would bring it out to around the 40-yard line, setting up the Panthers with an opportunity to seize a little bit of control back in this game. In the second quarter, the Panthers would go to work with Baxter Balthazar trucking the defender. Unfortunately, they would be forced to punt the football. The Panthers defense did come to play today though, as Afram Jolak would sack Dylan Fisher, setting up a punt and giving an opportunity to the Curly Gittins Jr. to work his magic. Even though it was a great return, the Panthers could not capitalize and they were forced to punt the ball back to Kingston. But again, the defense steps up as Kadeem Pierre with his second interception of the game. But unfortunately, the Panthers would be unable to capitalize on this turnover once again as they turned it over themselves, giving the ball back to the Grenadiers. On the first play, the Grenadiers would set up the screen pass nicely, but Nick Carlo Funai would sniff it out and hunt down Connor Burtonshaw to end the drive right there. As the game went on and the rain continued, the Panthers' offense became more effective, getting them closer and closer to the end zone. The Kingston Grenadiers would try the screen pass once again, and it's intercepted by Jared Rushford, setting up the Panthers with spectacular field position. This time, the Panthers' offense was able to capitalize as Baxter Balthazar would slice and dice his way to the end zone, tying it up 7-7. On Kingston's first offensive play after the touchdown, Kadeem Pierre would get his third interception of the game, and he would have an opportunity to take it to the house, but the Kingston Grenadiers would hustle and make sure that the Panthers would have to earn this one. And earn it, they would have to. The Panthers would work the ball down to the goal line where Baxter Balthazar would have an opportunity to punch it in from the goal line. Unfortunately, with the rain coming down, he was stripped and the Grenadiers recover the ball in the end zone. Late in the game, tied 7-7, Dylan Fisher would make a huge play, scrambling around, getting away from Nick Carlo Funai and finding an opportunity to squeeze it in there, and the Panthers defense can't believe they let that opportunity slip between their fingertips. Ladies and gentlemen, this game was headed to overtime. And in that overtime, Justin Poitras would toss a perfect pass to Torrey Hibbert, who would set up the Cumberland Panthers with great field position to try to win the game. The Panthers would slowly move the ball to the goal line, and unfortunately, the worst possible thing can happen, a miscommunication on the handoff, and the ball would pop up, recovered by the Kingston Frontenacs, who would subsequently punt the ball through the end zone, winning this game 8-7, another heartbreaking Week 2 defeat for the Cumberland Panthers varsity team.